Clinton Foundation. Is it a pay-to-play organization as part of the Clinton kingdom, or has the foundation become a political pawn in a Donald Trump tirade? That is the issue, and today it's going to be argued by two of the best. We have former White House special counsel under the Clinton administration, Mr. Lanny Davis, and senior advisor to the Trump campaign, Boris Epshteyn. It is good to have both of you. Gentlemen. Let's do this old school lawyer style. Boris, you start with the allegation and let Lanny respond and counter. Go ahead.
The allegations as follows. The Clinton Foundation was set up and is operated as a vehicle for international organization and domestic donors and international donors to carry favors and gain leverage with the Clintons. Examples: Rajiv Fernando, a major donor to the Clinton Foundation, being named to a national security board when he had no national security background. Gilbert Chaguri, an international criminal, somebody who has given millions to the foundation, pledged billions to the Clinton Global Initiative, attending Bill Clinton's birthday party, and then being able to be asked on behalf of to have meetings with ex-ambassadors. Gilbert Chaguri, mind you, is someone who has a relationship with Hezbollah and cannot even come to this country. The Clinton Foundation is an entity that only spends about 15% of the money it has on actual charity. It's not even rated by Charity Navigator. So it's not a real charity. It's a business. The New York Times says it should be shut down. It should absolutely be shut down now, and the money should be returned.
All right. Lanny, you counter those?
Well, one at a time. You heard the last absolutely false statement. Charity Watch has confirmed
Charity Navigator, I said, Lanny.
Excuse me. I said Charity Watch. Don't interrupt me. I will speak, then you can counter, just as the ground rules indicated. Charity Watch, one of the nation's leading organizations evaluating charities, has confirmed that the number is 87 cents out of every dollar is contributed to the poor and charitable works. Secondly, you have not named one fact that any favor, financial gain, or policy change occurred by Secretary Clinton because of a donation. And finally, you forgot to mention the 11 million people who have benefited by the Clinton Foundation because of AIDS vaccines. You have failed to mention the hundreds of thousands of American children who have been documented as benefiting from the Clinton Foundation's work in reducing calories and sugar beverages in schools. All the good works and the transparency you failed to mention has been praised and given an A for publishing every donor that has ever come into the Clinton Foundation.
That's incorrect.
So you omitted those facts and you misstated facts. That's my reason.
Lanny, Boris says that it's Charity Watch, you said, right?
Charity Navigator.
Charity Watch gave them an A. That's what he's talking about. So the allegation now is the transparency was the last thing that Boris seized on. You said that they listed all the donors. That gets them an A. Boris said that's not true. How is it not true?
And by the way, 87 cents out of every dollar, 87 cents out of every dollar is passed through to people. You confirm that, Chris, and put Boris back on and tell him.
I'm right here, Lenny.
So we can
come back on.
I got you. Let's refocus. We can say
every dollar.
We can say it now, Boris. We can say it now. You're picking a different source. Charity Watch says what Lanny's saying, 87, and they rated an A. Charity Navigator is something else.
Charity Navigator has refused to even rate it. So Clinton Health Access Initiative has said that they absolutely did not. Hold on, Lenny, now you're interrupting me, so let me finish. I know you're upset because you're working for somebody who's taken bribes their whole career.
I'm actually very proud of the Foundation.
I wouldn't interrupt her. Let me talk. So the Clinton Health Access Initiative is an entity that has refused, actually, or just forgot, short-circuited, to turn over and disclose all of their foreign donations. Hillary Clinton signed a pledge saying that she would not work with the foundation in any way. We know from the AP now that almost half of her, more than half of her meetings that were outside of her post as Secretary of State were with donors of the foundation. That's pay to play. That's called show me the money.
Let's respond to that.
And why did the foundation have to restate 4 years of tax returns after they did end up taking foreign donations?
Okay.
All right. So Lanny, how do you respond to those?
The Associated Press has repudiated the misstatement of fact about more than half. Included in that half was a Nobel Prize winner and heads of state with the Associated Press. So they've already acknowledged what Boris just misstated. Secondly, it is ironic and a little bit funny. I'm not upset at all. I'm proud of the foundation that you mentioned tax returns. Why? Just answer this question. Why hasn't Donald Trump revealed his tax returns? Answer the question.
I'll answer the question because he's done everything he's had to do. under the
Why
laws,
has he
rules,
not
and
revealed his
regulations.
tax returns?
He's put out a financial disclosure
Why are
form.
you evading the
Clintons
question,
are the ones
Boris?
who've been lying to the American people. They
Why are
lied
you
about not
evading
taking
my
foreign money.
question?
Don't interrupt me, Lenny. You asked me a question. The
Answer
Clintons
my
are the
question.
one. The Clintons
Why
are
hasn't
the
he
ones
disclosed
that have been
his
lying.
tax return?
Lanny, let him answer. Go ahead.
Again, this is the tact that the left takes, right? You don't have an answer
Answer
for the way the
question.
Clintons have acted. They're the ones
Answer
that have been
my
lying to
question.
the American people about not taking foreign money while she was Secretary of State. The
Answer
foundation
my
has
question,
continued to do
Boris.
so.
Why hasn't he disclosed
the
his
answer to the
tax
question
returns
is
like every
he has not broken the
presidential
law like
candidate
Hillary
ever?
Clinton has her whole career. She
You
perjured
notice
herself
he
in front
won't
of
answer my
Congress.
question.
And you know,
Everybody
you should be
watching
embarrassed by working for the Clintons.
you're not
ruining
answering
now,
my question.
both of you stop speaking
Everybody
the last
knows
time.
you didn't answer my question.
All right, last
Thank
portion
you.
of this. I give you a last close. Give me one quick statement on what you want people to know about this, Boris. You get the last word, Lanny.
Absolutely. Listen, the foundation is an entity that if everything was fine with it, the Clintons wouldn't be admitting that it was a wrongful entity, that everything's going to change if she's elected president. They already promised when she became Secretary of State they wouldn't take foreign money. She already signed a pledge that she wouldn't work with the foundation. You know that her chief of staff, Cheryl Mills, worked with the foundation. She had meetings with the foundation while in her post. Huma Abedin was being employed by the Secretary of State, the Clinton Foundation, and Teneo, a huge conflict of interest. So the whole Clinton orbit is one big mess of pay-to-play, fraud, bribery, and conflicts of interest.
Lanny Davis.
I'd love to be on with Boris again. This is a lot of fun. Not only has the Clinton Foundation not broken a single law or a single rule established between the White House and the State Department in any meeting that happened to occur, but Boris has not been able to cite, and I challenge him again, one fact that shows that Secretary Clinton changed any policy because of a donation.
Was she Fernando being appointed to a...
Let him finish.
It's my final statement. All you've done is misstate facts and pure innuendo, and you haven't answered my question. Why won't Donald Trump disclose his tax returns?
He's followed the law. Hillary Clinton is not, and you know that.
Candidate, and you won't answer, Boris. And everybody watching
our candidate has done everything under law, rule, and regulation. Hillary Clinton has repeatedly broken the law.
Answer my question.
Let's not repeat points.
Thank
Lanny
you.
Davis, Boris Epstein, thank you very much. In the interest of discourse, we won't just have it here on New Day. Any tweets you guys put out on this, we'll carry it forward, keep the conversation going. Gentlemen, thank you for putting your mind